You listen first.
No. Happy New Year.
Happy New to the fiscal year.
So, how is your 2024 thus far?
You know we're live, right?
I know. Hey y'all, how y'all feeling? I am Zay Faith,
And I'm the Van Edwards.
and we are accountability partners. We work with corporate executives, and we support them to have better energy, make more money, and manage their time through accountability. And so we are coming to say hello. I know um, we have connections here on Facebook and YouTube, and so we want to say hello and wish you a happy new year. And we also wanted to talk to you about, you know, creating a thriving and prosperous 2024. Before we get into it, though, tell us hello, tell us Happy New Year, and let us know where you're watching from. And what is your focus? What is your focus for this 2024?
Hmm. Yes, yes. And so even 2024, I mean, for me personally, it's a year of fulfillment and success. That's my theme. So anyone type their theme, what's for your 2024? What's your theme?
I haven't wrote it down yet, so if we don't write it down, it's not real yet. But I'm really thinking my theme for 2024 is definitely um intimacy and presence. I'm
Mm.
saying that I haven't written it down yet, so it's not real. But right now, I would say intimacy and presence. And actually, as we were talking, we were like, okay, what do we want to start this live off with for the new year? And I was like, obsess on one thing, assessing on one thing at a time and focusing on one thing
Hmm.
at a time. I will say for myself, over the past few months, like closing out 2023, and it wasn't even like it wasn't by my intention, just how things worked out, but I released a lot. And so I'm really in the super calm, peaceful, like exciting area in my life right now. And so as I'm like continuing, I'm really just enjoying of having the space and the freedom and just the opportunities that I have right now. I feel so much focused. And so I really want to keep this energy, as I'm moving, deeper into the new year. And then, not really just putting a whole bunch of busy work and distractions into my life. So, that was really where we wanted to come. And I don't know, I see a few people coming in, but definitely let us know, like, as you are uh as you're starting off your new year, what is your focus for? What's your priority? And so we'll get into it in a little bit.
Hmm.
And also let us know where you're coming from. I know a lot of y'all know me from America. What's up? Currently, I am in London here with Devan for the holidays.
Yes, and
So right now it is 10:30 p.m. Almost 10:30. It's 10:26. So I know it's just like not even 6 o'clock where y'all at. If you're on the East Coast. But yeah, so what did you say your theme was?
fulfillment and success.
Fulfillment and success. I like that.
Yeah.
Fulfillment. What are your themes? What are your themes for 2023? Okay, so we'll go through a quick exercise with y'all just so we make sure we're giving you something practical while we are here live. We want to make sure you're walking away and you are like this is valuable to you and we're not just speaking. um so again, like I was saying, this past year, again, it's just the way things worked out. And it was just time. It was really time for me to release a lot of things. Like we can get into it if we get into it, y'all gotta talk back to me. Y'all can't I can see people watching. Y'all can't just be on here watching. Y'all gotta communicate, interact. But I made a lot of decisions for myself last year, and I like I said, I released a lot of things. I let go a lot of things. I gave away a lot of things. And so as I began to kind of like lift lift weight off of me and just get rid of things, I just realized like, oh, like who am I without all this stuff? Like who am I? You know, what do I do when I'm not busy and when I'm focused and when there's not so much distraction and clutter, you know?
Hmm.
And so it's a very interesting place to be in.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I mean, for me as well, that's why fulfillment particularly like draws those kind of things, because last year for me was a rediscovery year in some way, because again I was last year it was me finding out, okay, what type of leader do I get to be within my own life, um, and also it was a rediscovering of what do I want to contribute to the world, and am I worthy enough of contributing to the world, right? Or in terms of what I wanted to share. And so those things were part of my 2023 rediscovery year, and definitely found out a lot of things about myself, a lot of things about my people in my environment, and a lot of it I'm taking on internally. And so even 20 coming into 2024, it my new year started my birthday, which was December 11th, and I was preparing for this time to come. And I don't know if everyone knows about the Chinese New Year. Like, so 2024 is the year of the dragon, the wooden dragon. And so it's meant to be a year of like establishing or reestablishing or um, renewing yourself and the path you want to take towards long-term achievement. So when I was reading about that, it made me think. So it was talking about like good fortune, financial luck. And, we had the black eyed peas and the Kevin.
Hold on,
That's funny.
pause.
That is funny.
Yeah, so if you're in, I think most Americans do this. I thought everybody did it, but so y'all, they don't have like a New Year dinner. Like they don't eat
By
anything.
by they, she means people in the UK.
People in the UK.
Yeah.
So y'all know, and they was like so shocked. They thought I was making it up. But we eat black eyed peas for luck, good fortune. We eat collard greens for wealth, money. We eat. It's very ironic, but you eat some pork. I know a lot of people don't eat pork, but I had a couple pieces just just in case. But you eat pork for prosperity, and then you eat cornbread for gold, right? And so I I've done it my entire life. Like my mama calling, girl, you got your meal, you got your greens, like So I'm like, it's the thing. And then when I'm like, hey, we cooking, right? Talking to his parents, they like, we don't do anything on New Year, and I'm like, what, you gotta eat your black eyed peas and your greens. And so I ended up cooking New Year dinner, and so that was kind of exciting. But that was a side note. But it's so interesting how that's a whole different conversation. I ain't even gonna get into that. But y'all, I had to bring the good Southern New Year's dinner over here to the UK because they and then y'all know we got all kind of superstitions down in the South. Again, I just assumed everybody did it, but I have never washed clothes on January 1st. Like it's a superstition, it's a thing. And these people be doing lows on the first, honey. I was like, wow.
Crazy.
I tried to warn them. But
y'all
know that y'all know about these superstitions. Look, what's up, T girl? They washing clothes on the first and the sixth. You're not supposed to wash clothes. You're supposed to eat your New Year dinner. It's just so many things that you would think that everybody know, everybody do. Like they was like, I mean,
but you know what though? I like that.
We have our tradition, but it ain't dead. I'm like, y'all don't eat no collard greens on the first. But okay,
like real talk, because I actually like that. And I like that because again, as you said, we don't really do nothing for New Year in the UK. And some people go out. I'm not really that type of person to go out. But like knowing that, okay, it's just the day before New Year's, or New Year's, it's like, oh, we're cooking this, and I don't have pork, by the way, guys.
I normally don't either, but I'm like,
but what I'm saying is that you have something. I literally, as I'm saying this to you right now, I'm looking at your journal. It says daily rituals I'm grateful for. That's I
Y'all
can't
know
I
I got
can't
my
make this
plan.
up. I can't make this up. And literally, I'm grateful for this because look, it says it right there. Daily rituals I'm great. And this is something that I get to upgrade in my approach into fiscal New Year's or quote unquote New Year's, because it starts to you start a great habit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's like reestablishing. Oh, okay, I'm stepping into something new. I'm stepping into the energy of what I want for my life. You know what I mean? So, and you guys do this every year. And literally, what the title of this is: obsess over one thing at a time. You guys obsess over this every year. I'm
Yeah.
like, it's cool in the family. Like,
My mom
oh,
was
did I
like,
do it right?
girl,
Did I do
you.
it right?
Cause I
I'm
was
like,
like,
what?
Mom, y'all, I couldn't even find no cornbread. I literally had to make cornbread from scratch. My first, I've made
That is
yeast
funny.
rolls from scratch before, but this was my first year actually making cornbread. Y'all know we be doing the jiffy. Don't even play me now. No, y'all know we do the jiffy. They don't have jiffy over here, y'all. I had to literally. You should have seen me in that kitchen. I had the flour, the cornmeal. First time in my life cooking with cornmeal, salt. I was doing it, y'all. But anyways, yes. So T was like, we have to unlearn so many things. Yes, but I don't know about the New Year thing, girl. I think I'm gonna do that.
The one that still trips me out is the washing of the clothes. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's crazy, right?
I ain't gonna lie, the washing of the clothes, I kind of want to let that one go. And if you know what that means, drop it in the comments. I'm not gonna say it, but
That's a bit.
it is kind of extreme,
Bit
but
extreme.
I don't want to know and I don't want to test nothing. So I don't know if it's true, but hey, that's something that I do. I eat my New Year dinner every year, and I do not wash clothes on the 1st or the 6th.
Someone else does it.
Tia!
Let me find out.
T, oh my gosh. Girl, I'm gonna have to call you. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Do y'all have, like, what are some other.
No,
Tia!
I can't.
Girl.
Yo, that's ruthless.
Girl.
Yo,
See, and that's messed up because
That's bad.
it was like non-existent over here. Like they never heard of it. Like they just thought like, oh, it's another day, you know. But you over here, you know what I'm talking about. You like, well, YOLO, girl. Anyways, but yeah, so yeah, that is kind of crazy. Obsessed with one thing. So, anyways, the message that I really want to land with you is, what are your priorities? What are your priorities going into this year? And I know it's like, oh, we do this every year. I'm not saying to set New Year's resolutions because I don't really do that. Like I literally reset every week. Every week.
Ruab said he watched the 31st and today.
Oh, okay. So he
Oh, no,
he get it.
yeah.
Yeah. He you doing the right thing. Muwap. What's up, Muwap? Um this is not about setting New Year's resolutions. We don't even really use those words. I don't really do that. I literally reset every week, really every day. Like every day I'm looking at my planner, plan, do reviewing, but so this is not for you like, oh, it's a new year, I need to do a new me. I hope that's not your goal because that doesn't really work. There's so many studies who say by, mid-January, people fall off their New Year's resolution. This gets to be, a chance for you because we all like as a society, we are resetting. It's just it's a cultural thing, right? Kind of like, I'm gonna eat my New Year dinner every year. Like it's just something. So, and because we're all like doing it, it's like a collective energy where we can kind of ride the energetic momentum in order to getting to our next level. So that's what more so this is about. It's not about set your New Year's resolution because we don't do that over here. Okay, we are very intentional and very practical, and actually, being more authentic with who we are, where we are, and success tools that are actually going to work. So, with that being said, if you want to, I mean, we weren't planning on doing like a super long live, but I would say just take a moment. You can put it in the chat. You don't have to put it in the chat, but just take a moment before you go to bed tonight and write down what are your 3 priorities for this new month, this new reset for your life. It can be in any area of your life. um I kind of want to give y'all our worksheet, y'all. We've been working, so I know y'all know we used to go live like every day. One of the things that we decided to do mid last year was like build up a lot of things that we're doing on the back end, and like, so we, yeah, we've been working. We just haven't been like here on Facebook because
Stay
we
tuned.
are definitely working on building our community and our personal platforms, just to making sure we are super intimate with our clients. And like, I don't want, I don't need Facebook having that much control over what we got going on. But we still here. We still want to support and serve and be over here with y'all. But I would say, like, what are your three main goals? What are your three main priorities? What are your three non-negotiables for this month, or over the next 12 months? Those need to be your focus. So if anything else comes up, don't get distracted. And I know it's like, oh girl, whatever. And I see T put it's all about discipline. Yes and no, T. I would say no. I think it's all about accountability. I think it's all about creating an environment, both internally, when you're talking about discipline, but also externally, to set yourself up for success. So but and so going back to what I was saying, set yourself up, have three focuses, and I'm using different words. You can say whatever, three strategies for success, whatever success means to you. And that's what you focus on. And so if an opportunity comes up, or if something happens, or if something requires your energy, your effort, your focus, you can say yes or no if it's not aligned with your three priorities that you are setting for yourself now. Because whenever you don't have those guidelines for yourself, that's whenever you are get stuck in a cycle. You're being super busy, you're not making progress, you're just creating frustration for yourself. And so a way to start is to say, hey, this is what I'm focusing on. And until they are complete, until I'm successful with them, until they're done in excellence, I'm not moving on. Like, this is what I'm going to do. This is the vision for myself. These are the goals that I'm going for. And this is what I'm working on. And it just is what it is.
Mhm.
Do you have anything to add?
Do I have anything to add? I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, what's so key is, even before you do all those things, really ask yourself, like, do I have a vision for my life? Like, do I know what I want in my life? And if it's a lot, if you ask yourself this question and only one thing comes up, write that one thing down. If a whole lot of things come to your head, write all of those things down.
Mm-hmm.
And then just take 5 minutes to just look at it. It's like, why didn't I write this down?
Mm-hmm.
Because there might be something that you wrote down or you thought of that you're actually not doing in real life.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably something that you have a vision for that you actually are not doing any actions towards attaining. And that's the start. That's in some form of that's just kind of a form of insanity, because you're not living authentic to how you want to express what's inside of you. And so that's something that we get to think about, because if we don't take if we don't really take ownership and take charge of our change, take charge of what we want to change about our life, take charge of what we want to bring into our life, then you're gonna have some associations, entities, organizations bring you into what they're doing, and it's not gonna serve you. It's not gonna be aligned with what you want, and that's probably gonna most likely gonna lead down to some misery, and lead to a less than fortunate new year. Okay, and so you want to give yourself these reminders, and just raise your awareness on what do I want, and like asking yourself, am I moving forward towards what I want, you
Yeah.
know?
what just and be obsessed about it. You know, I used
Yeah.
to I'm still working through it, but like being afraid to commit. You know what I mean? Cuz it's like, oh, what does that look like over my life? Like but when what I found is when I actually commit to something and I make it happen, especially whenever it was hard and I hated the process and I wanted to give up, like it really levels up my personal authority with myself and like just my confidence. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I really did that and I thought that it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to commit. And I just feel like I had to say that to myself out loud. And so as you are committing to these priorities, focus, goals, vision, whatever words you want to use, as you are committing to those priorities for the year, the month, really give it your all. And guess what? If you don't hit it, review what did not work, review what worked and what did not work, and be gentle and graceful with yourself and say, you know what, I I didn't I know I you know whatever didn't work, whether it's I was distracted, I allowed myself to only give 50%. I actually didn't even try and give it much effort, which is why I don't have the result. Oh, that's another thing. Whenever you are creating your priority or your goal, definitely make sure you are very clear on what the outcome of the priority
Oh
and the
yeah.
goal looks like. That's how you know if you're winning or not. A lot of times we just say, hey, I want financial security, right? And we don't really say, y'all, I'm about to tell y'all all my business, but we don't really say, like, oh my gosh, like this worked or this did not work. But let me tell y'all. So last year, I'm gonna tell y'all one of the goals because I'm kind of still shy about the other goal. I mean, kinda, but so I would say, and we gonna let y'all go here in a minute, but also make sure you are, make sure you just give yourself permission and validation. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever comes up for you, whatever comes up for you, whatever comes up for you, allow yourself to receive that and believe that it could happen. I know this is about to get real woo woo for y'all, but when you write it down and you put your thoughts, your energy, your emotions, when you put everything that is made up of you into that declaration, I'm telling you, miracles happen.
Yeah.
Miracles
That's what it
happen.
means to obsess in some way, in some form, in a healthy way. You know, that's obsession. Like giving your all, like every part of your being into this thing that you desire, this outcome that you know can happen, and you're choosing to see it happening as well. You know.
Yeah, it's literally manifesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I tell them? I don't know. Should I
I
tell
don't know
y'all?
what you're gonna tell them. So tell them.
I was gonna tell them about how I wrote down and I realized.
But yeah, go on. Yeah.
So yeah, I be doing this deep dive stuff. Y'all know I done showed y'all a couple of my planners over the years. And so over the weekend, I was just reviewing like some of my 2023 calendars and schedules and stuff like that. And earlier, I think it was I can actually show y'all so y'all know. I'm probably not gonna find a page right now.
Do it,
I'm so
do it,
scared,
do
y'all.
it, do it, do it, do it. Everyone
But
in the
anyways,
comments, everyone come like do it.
no.
This.
Oh, here you go. I'll turn right to the page, so it's meant for y'all to see. Anyways, in July 2023, I wrote that I was gonna have a $15,000 day. I ain't know how I was gonna generate $15,000 in a day, but I actually generated 15,000 in a day. It was probably July, probably September. I don't remember what day it was. I think it was September. I don't remember the day, but I just
I think it was late September.
yeah. But I was just like, yo, like, and then what's crazy is that was a lot of money for me in a day. I've done more since then, but at the time, I'm like, whoa.
Not the woe though, not the woe.
But I was so what's crazy. Let me give y'all the real story, y'all. Okay, so I was just over the weekend. I was just flipping through because I wanted to review my new year. Review my previous year. This is how I like stay connected with myself and like see how I can grow and all that. And I was like, why did I write 15,000? Like 15 is not like one of those numbers that like stand out to me. So I'm like, why did I write 15? But then I had like, I don't know, it just hit me. I'm like, oh my gosh. I wrote this back in July and by September I had a $15,000 day. And I was just like, this work. And then y'all want to know all my business. I also had a goal to create. I ain't gonna tell y'all my numbers because I don't need nobody. Matter of fact, I ain't telling you. Do I need to tell y'all my business? I don't know if I need to tell y'all my business. But anyways, then I had a goal to create like a really, 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 really scary number. And I actually 3x'd it. I 3x'd it. And I'm just like, this stuff works. So I know it sounds woo woo. Girl, you can call me. You can call me and I'll tell you. So I know it may sound woo woo, but and I think that's another reason why I'm in this energy of like, I'm just focusing on because I'm very clear on what my three priorities are this year. I'm just focusing on those three. I'm not doing too much. We delegating. We already hired some staff for this upcoming year. We're not doing no tech this year. Heck no. But really, when you really surrender and you connect and you be intimate and you connect with whoever your source is, whoever your divine is, I'm telling you, write that thing down and things will work out. But the last tip I want to say, I know we were kind of all over the place, but y'all know how we roll. Focus on one goal at a time. I will say every time, of course, I had like other goals because I be just doing too much. That's just how my brain worked. But for the most part, I was always focused on one number at a time. Like at first, I was focused on 10K, but then I don't even know where the 15K came from. I have no idea why I said 15, but maybe I accidentally wrote it. But I just was like, okay, this is the number. Let's go, Zay. What's the worst? Like, what's the worst that could happen? Like, if I don't make 15K in a day, I ain't made it yet at the time. But then I did it, right? And so, yeah, just trust it, but focus on one goal at a time. Like this year, I do have three priorities, but I'm only focusing on one priority and the other two. Like, okay, let's say I'm spending 80% of my time focusing on priority number one, but I'm also putting in place things for priority two and three. I'm not doing three priorities every single day hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, I'll spend 4-6 hours on priority one, and then priority two, I may do an hour or I may just listen to a podcast because we're focused on the business this year. We're continuing to pour everything into the business this year. And then I'm working on investments and I'm working on passive income this year. Those are my three priorities. I have some personal stuff too, but I'm good with my personal, so I don't feel like I need to put a whole bunch of pressure on my personal stuff. I just have like, hey, did I read? Did I go for a walk? I did read. I read this morning. So I feel like I'm just rambling, y'all. But I really hope, I really, really, really want to encourage you to write. The shit can be scary. Write it down. Write that thing down and put your energy, your focus, and then start to speak it too. Like whenever you are spiritually connected with your source, I know we all believe in something different. I know most people don't believe in what I believe in, but really be faithful. Like that's really be faithful. Be so faithful this year, y'all, and for the rest of your life. I'm telling you, things work when you put your energy, aka action, aka focus, aka attention, your energy, efforts, and your emotions. Like, but like the same way you are as doubtful as like, oh, that can't happen to me. Oh, you special. Oh, like those same thoughts, those same emotions. Use that to be like, no, this shit can happen. It can work. Like, come on, universe, you got this. Like, whatever you gotta do to enroll yourself that it's possible. And I'm telling you, I definitely believe it would happen for you because it's happening for me. So
Yeah,
happened to me for me twice.
I would say one more thing
Actually
is
three. Actually a lot of times in my life.
I'll say one more thing as well. Everyone, like, if you have a vision and like find someone that you can share that with,
Yes.
find someone
Share
that
it with people.
you can share it with, and hold them in their vision as well. Because again, it can be a lonely journey towards getting what you want. Because again, along the way, there's gonna be people saying you can't, people with these, yourself telling you can't. All these doubts are rubbish, trying to plague your mind. But you have to hold yourself above that because you are above that. You have to hold you have to, and whoever's in your corner, whoever's in your environment, like find that support system and find
Yeah.
that accountability to really maintain those habits towards towards getting it done, to really towards that, taking an action to actually making movements and progress. And so yeah, Zay and I gonna be doing that heavy all 2024. So we
Yeah.
encourage you guys to
And
do that as
he
well.
said, listen, do not be around nobody who gonna bring down your energy, who's gonna bring down your beliefs in yourself or your goals. You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen. It's a new day, a new age. Literally, we all like we're literally, I don't even know who's all watching because y'all ain't even telling me happy new year. Who didn't tell me happy new year yet? But looking at me, I feel some type of way. No, but you literally can cultivate your friends. Everybody jumped off. They're like, oh, she's talking to me. But you literally can cultivate your environment and your friends and your relationship. You do not have to be around people who don't believe in you, respect you, thank you, who aren't going to support you into progress it and get into your next level. So anyways, y'all, I know this live was a little crazy. It was definitely unscripted, but it was authentic and super real and 100% honest. But when we say obsess on one thing at a time, it's literally like I was working in this journal this morning, and actually I think I wrote this one over the weekend too, but it was literally the first thing I wrote when it said things I need to remind myself of. And I saw the quote. I was like, obsess on one thing at a time, focus on one priority. And again, like these past, I want to say 4 months, since like July, August, like I just been super intimate. Now we get to be more intimate with our lives and not just um not being in our lives. Y'all know what I'm talking. If you know what I'm talking about, I know y'all know what I'm talking about because I
Put
literally,
a 7 in the chat if you know what Zay's talking about.
y'all, you do y'all feel that? Like, do you feel like you just be numb and like just going through your day and like just not disconnected? Y'all don't feel like that? I know me and T ain't the only one. But what I'm saying is like literally sit with yourself and nurture yourself and pour into yourself and listen to yourself. Like you already know the answer. You don't even have to be on here trying to get no inspiration, motivation for me. Like literally tap into yourself and go deep with yourself, like, and trust that. And I'm telling you, the answers are there. Like I know a lot of time, it's definitely important to get there faster, especially if we're in a hard place, to have that external accountability, validation, authority. But a lot of that is it's in us, and if we allow ourselves permission, it'll come out. So I would keep going because I actually miss going live and I actually miss y'all. Yes, T said I started giving myself an hour daily and more on other days. It helped me to achieve everything I wanted. That is dope.
Let's go.
That is so dope. And she got a lot of comments in here. Girl, we gotta talk soon. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But we definitely wish you a happy new year to you, your beautiful family. But seriously, y'all, we've been doing life one way for so long, or different ways. So it's like, why not do all this stuff that everybody else is saying that works for them? You know, we might as well just surrender to universal law. We're on planet Earth. We're not in our own planet. We're on this planet that already has rules and laws and stuff. So we might as well just to surrender to the process of what success is, and just allow ourselves to experience it and have it. That's what came up for me tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, it is almost 11 p.m.
It is.
We wish you no, I'm just kidding. Happy New Year's. Love y'all so much. And
Feliz
connect
New
with
Year.
us. Y'all can slide in our DMs, text me or whatever. Um, and we will see y'all soon. And seriously, y'all do these exercises. I know this was like all over the place. Should we give them the worksheet?
Yeah, so if you would like, we're on Facebook and YouTube. So if you would like a one-page worksheet
To
where,
kind of talk about this process that we were just talking about with
Mhm.
y'all, it's way more organized, and it's only on one sheet of paper, so you can print it off, and or you can actually type it. You can type it. Sorry, I get so excited. I miss y'all.
yeah, if what she said. So type in 20, type in 2024 in the chat if you want what we just said.
Yeah, it's called the Prioritize and
Happy
Thrive.
and Happy New Year to Denise as well.
What's up,
And T.
Denise? Look at T. I want to write, but if you don't want to print it off, you don't have to. But it's called the Prioritize and Thrive worksheet. You know, all you do, because we got to send it to your email. So put your email in, we'll send it straight to your email, and just download it, and you'll have access to it. And again, just do, it's literally step by step. Step one, do this. Step two, do this. And we hope that you find it as a useful tool, because it's literally our process to stay organized, to really help us figure out what our priorities are this day, this week, this month, this year. Yeah. And we just rinse and repeat the same process, but we put it all on one page for y'all.
Indeed, it's a snippet as well.
Yeah.
The bigger process.
So, see y'all later. Mm-hmm. Good night. And Happy New Year.
Speak soon. Take care.